So what is an aquatic fungus? By definition, there are different category and the presence in water. When we say resident, can be indwellers or immigrants. When we say indwellers, the metabolic activity, or they can stay in the aquatic environment for maybe in their whole life. They can be obligate fungi also in aquatic environments. Some of them are immigrants. When you say immigrants, these have an extra aquatic nature. It means that they can live in terrestrial environment or in the nearby, plants. For example, in the mangrove area, some of them are not submerged, so some of them are in the upper part of the mangrove, and they can be considered as migrants or versatiles. And the presence in water, indwellers are permanent, so they are obligate. Migrants are periodic; they have periodic activity, and the versatiles are irregular, so they are not permanent. The activity is they are constant. For the indwellers, periodic and sporadic, it means that the metabolic activity, they can do their functions properly in the aquatic environment. Or in periodic, they can be, periodic fungi, they can be periodic or sporadic. For irregular, this is the regular, they can be sporadic or they don't have any activity at all. For the transient, these are actually fell down. For example, there's a trunk fell down on the water. Maybe they don't have activity after all and they cannot sporulate, or they will just die. So that's why they are transient fungi. The definition of freshwater fungus, we will classify them based on the salinity. We have the freshwater environment, the marine environment. Freshwater fungus, according to Thomas, is any fungus that can live whole or part of their life cycle, that can rely on the different substrates and aquatic environment. But marine fungus, traditionally, they are classified into obligate or facultative marine fungi. When we say obligate, they can live only in the marine environments and they cannot function outside that one. For the facultative, they can both be like immigrants fungi. They can live from freshwater or marine environments or terrestrial environments. So in 2016, the marine mycologists convened with to find out what's really the definition of marine fungi, because marine fungi, sometimes when you say marine fungi, parang kina-consider nila na, dapat obligate lahat or facultative. But how about those fungi, like for example, that can be found anywhere, ubiquitous, for example, Penicillium and Aspergillus, they are have a worldwide distribution, they can found everywhere. Can we consider them as marine fungi? So they convene and they come up with a general and very good description of what marine fungus is. So marine fungus, or any fungus that is recovered repeatedly from marine habitats, so they can be considered also as marine-derived fungi, for example. And one of the criteria is that they're able to grow and sporulate in marine environments. They form symbiotic relationship with other marine organisms, or they can adapt and evolve at a genetic level or be metabolically active in marine environments. So we will use this kind of description when we study aquatic fungi. And for example, I focus on the classification of aquatic fungi when we review the publications and how we consider that, for example, the species can be marine. So we need to be careful with the materials and methods, and for example, the phylogenetic placement of certain taxons.